In the case of a gunshot wound, any severe bleeding must be stopped within minutes or the patient risks death. One thing I suggest everyone add to their emergency first aid kit is called an emergency bandage. The emergency bandage is pretty simple to use. It has a sterile pad connected to an elasticized bandage which adds extra pressure to stop bleeding. So as an example, if I have a severe bleed on my femoral artery on my leg, I'm going to apply the emergency bandage by putting the sterile pad directly over the bleed and wrapping the elasticized bandage around the leg. You see, this plastic pressure plate allows me to put extra pressure on the bleed, so I'll reverse direction of the bandage, and I'll continue wrapping this around to apply extra pressure to make sure that that bleeding is stopped. I can also add a twist over the wound to make sure that I've got extra pressure on there, and at the end I'm going to simply use this plastic clip to hold the bandage in place. If that hasn't stopped the bleeding, I'm going to have to step up to a tourniquet. Now, tourniquets have been out of favor for about a dozen years, but evidence from Iraq and Afghanistan has demonstrated that instead of losing limbs, we're actually saving lives with tourniquets. So this tourniquet is simply applied by wrapping it around the leg, placing it between the heart and the injury. I'll tighten it up, and then this aluminum bar will add extra pressure. I'll turn that until the bleeding stops. I'll clip it with these plastic clips, and I'll write the time I apply the tourniquet on this tag.